That last one was just a dead bullet, and it just was it was pretty cool.
Jake is assisted by his constant companion, his dog named Quebec. He says he's ready to take on any challenge and loves helping people see what can be done despite some limitations. And coming up in our next hour of Good Morning Northwest, the Benton County Sheriff's Office is coming under heavy criticism. This comes after the killing of 2 dogs who escaped their home in Kennewick. Why the owner says it never should have happened, but the Sheriff's Office says they did what they needed to do. And the Prosser Police Department has named its top cop. More on Chief John Marcus and what he brings to the department. Plus, meteorologist Tiffany Savona has your full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Jalal. The time is 5:59 on Monday, March 25th. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, what are we going to be seeing this week? I know it was gloomy this weekend.
It was a bit gloomy this weekend. We're going to start off with the sunshine this morning. And if you didn't get a peek at the full moon this month called the Worm Moon, there it is, nice and bright on our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam out of Richland. So this is in the western sky. It will be getting lower in the sky because it sets at 7:02. So you have now until about 7 o'clock to see it, and it is bright and beautiful early on this Monday. Sunrise 6:49, and the sun will set at 7:17. Temperatures have dropped due to that clear sky. We've dropped to 34 now in Tri-Cities, 36 Connell, 34 at Hanford, 30 in Yakima, and 42 degrees Walla Walla. We do have a bit more in the way of cloud cover along the foothills of the Blues. Therefore, temperatures are not quite as cold. So prepare for 30s this morning. You'll need that heavier coat. Temperatures will only rise to around 60 degrees this afternoon with increasing clouds. There may be a shower or two around later today, but nothing that'll slow you down as you're heading home from work. But we do have some rain in the forecast that could slow you down. We'll let you know when that arrives. We'll talk more about that worm moon coming up in a couple of minutes. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And it's a headline that many of you reached out to us about, asking us to look into what happened that led to the shooting of 2 dogs in Benton County. The dogs were shot and killed by deputies with the Benton County Sheriff's Office. And we do want to warn you, body camera footage that you'll see shows it happen. Apple Valley News Now's Monique Ledesma talked with the owner of the dogs, and she says they were anything but dangerous.
On March 2nd, the Benton County Sheriff's Office says it received a phone call that there was a dangerous dog in a residential area. Deputies responded to the area the caller described, and their body-worn camera were whirling. You can see the deputies here walking behind some homes when suddenly, in the distance, a dog can be seen running towards them. The deputies aim and shot the dog before it can get too close. One of those deputies laughing after it was done.
I mean, I've always respected the police and, but this is like a big, huge slap in the face. It really is.
Michelle Swanson is the owner of the 3 Rottweilers, Tank, Diesel, and Macy. She says she was at work when a person staying at her home accidentally left the front door open. She says she could see through her Ring camera her dogs got out. When she could get away from work, she says she went on a hunt to find her pets. In the meantime, one of Shawson's neighbor had already called the sheriff's office because he said the dogs were at his fence barking at his dogs, and he was afraid to get out of his car. The Benton County Sheriff's Office said they called animal control, but no one from the agency showed up. Lieutenant Jason Erickson with BCSO says the deputies were left with no other choice but be prepared to take aggressive action.
We don't carry tranquilizers. We are not dog catchers. And that is why Benton County created the animal control. We have designated them as animal control officers. They are trained. They have cars that are equipped to handle these dogs. They have poles. They have different things at their disposal. And that is why we call them to come out to the scene. That is their job. Again, I don't know why they did not come out. They used to come out 24 hours a day when we would call. But over the last several years, they have not been coming out.
Macy and Diesel died. Tank was not hurt and ran home to Swanson.
I found out on Facebook Messenger from animal control like a day later, 2 days later.
Swanson says she is at loss of words at how the deputies handled the situation.
They never tried anything remotely less lethal, humane, anything. It was just they got out their AKs in a residential neighborhood and proceeded to shoot, which poses more of a danger than my dogs ever did.
One thing to point out is a neighbor was heard on one of the deputies' body-worn cameras saying this.
And they went that way.
Well, they don't look crazy aggressive, though. You know?
Okay.
I mean, they're running around and just playing.
We are talking about aggressive dogs who endanger human life. And so we prioritize human life over a dog. And we will do that every day. In this instance, we didn't want to have to take the life of these dogs. However, animal control was not available.
Swanson says animal control neglected their duties, and had they done their job, Macy and Diesel would still be alive.
We have animal control. I mean, it's a taxpayer-funded system. Why do they get to decide they're not going to show up because their kennel's full? I mean, if my dogs were truly dangerous, that's hours that they would have spent on the street. And, no one got hurt. There was no dog fights, nothing. The dogs didn't do anything.
I did talk to animal control, but they declined to do an interview. There is one more thing to add. As Swanson still grieves over the loss of her 2 family pets, she may be facing a third law. She received a court summons labeling Tank as a potential dangerous dog. Swanson says she is working with a lawyer to try and fight the case.
Thank you, Monique. And the West Richland Police Department says its kennels for taking in runaway or stray dogs are now full. The police department has 5 dog kennels available for animal control. Animal control says it needs to have kennel space for priority cases like dogs who may pose a danger to the community. The agency is stressing to pet owners to keep dogs contained and attach a tag to your dog's collar that has the owner's phone number on it. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is clearing up a rumor that has been circulating on social media in the disappearance of a Pasco woman. 31-year-old Irene Fleming disappeared February 25th from a home near George. The Pasco native was last seen walking in the 4900 block of Road U Southwest, and while there have been some reported sightings of her, she has not yet been found. The Sheriff's Office says Fleming's former boyfriend was arrested, but not in this case. It was an unrelated case, and they want to make it clear the 2 cases are not related. To read more about Fleming's case, go to applevalleyNewsNow.com. The city of Prosser has named its new top cop. Interim Chief John Marcus has been officially named police chief. Marcus has been working as interim chief after Jay King resigned last month in the middle of an investigation first reported by Apple Valley News Now. Mayor Gary Vieger says Marcus is a servant leader that loves Prosser and brings trust and stability to the department. Marcus has been with the Prosser Police Department for nearly 26 years and has worked in several specialties. He'll take the oath of office at the City Council meeting next Tuesday. Straight ahead on Good Morning Northwest, we take a look at your health headlines, why some insulin products could be in short supply the next few weeks. That and more when we come back.
I've been with US Cellular for years now, and I think I'm their biggest fan. They asked me to tell you about their special customer event, Us Days. Us Days means exclusive deals just for us customers.
Us Days at US Cellular. Get up to $1,200 to upgrade to any new phone.
Want free college or career training? It's possible.
To see if you qualify for Hanford worker compensation, please call Smart Law for a free consultation at 1-877-630-1122. Workers and the families of deceased workers who worked at the Hanford site are now eligible for compensation for diseases and illnesses, including neurological, respiratory and heart conditions, cancers, and beryllium-related disorders. This may be in addition to compensation already being received. Call Smart Law at 1-877-630-1122 for Hanford worker compensation. Smart Law in Yakima and Tri-Cities.
Ham fam, Easter is March 31st, and Honey Baked Ham is your Easter dinner headquarters. Bring home our famous slow-smoked, fully cooked, spiral-cut hams, dripping with our handcrafted, mouth-watering glaze. At Honey Baked Ham, we have your complete meal with a host of delicious sides and decadent desserts ready for you to bring home. Honey Baked Ham on Columbia Center Boulevard in the Planet Fitness Shopping Center. Give us a call or order online at myhoneybakedstore.com. Put a Honey Baked Ham on your table this year.
Imagine yourself in a new Toyota.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love it. Woo! Whoa. Hey.
What are we, Steve?
Winners.
I love you.
Did you know that every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care? A 2-year or 25,000-mile maintenance plan and roadside assistance. That's the value you can expect from Toyota.
Ready, set, go get your Toyota today.
Toyota, let's go places.
As you know me in real life, I don't wear makeup, so the fact that I spend my life in drag.
Next Live, the legendary Carol Burnett. Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now at US Cellular, you can get a new phone without having to trade in your old one.
Trade you my PB&J for that phone.
No, kid, you don't have to trade. See? $830 off any phone at US Cellular. No trade-in needed.
Boom. Chocolate milk.
I'll take the chocolate milk.
US Cellular, built for us.
Smoke City for Less. We are open 7 days a week with now 5 locations.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your health headlines this morning, 2 insulin products manufactured by Eli Lilly will temporarily be in short supply. The company says 10 milliliter vials of Humalog and the insulin Lispro injection will be limited at wholesalers and some pharmacies until the beginning of April. Eli Lilly cited a delay in manufacturing as the reason for the shortage and said it will ship the medication as soon as possible. The medications are still available in pre-filled pen versions. And many Americans with asthma and COPD will soon pay only $35 for their inhalers. Senators Bernie Sanders, Tammy Baldwin, Ben Ray Lujan, and Tina Smith announced 3 of the 4 major manufacturers have agreed to cap the costs. The announcement comes months after a Senate committee launched an investigation into the price of asthma inhalers. Sanders says the investigation showed Americans are paying more than 10 times for the inhalers compared to patients in other developed countries. More than 20 million people in the U.S. have asthma, and many need to use inhalers to help them breathe properly during an attack. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, from tornadoes to winter storms, this wicked weather stretched from coast to coast, and it may not be over yet. More on that next. And looking locally now, temperature is 34 degrees out there. It's starting to get a little light out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona has more details in that first alert full forecast. Will we see the return of warmer temperatures this week? I hope so. She'll let you know next.
From Apple Valley News Now, this is Medically Speaking.
My name is Lauren Martin. I started to work out at Hanford in 1982, and for 20 years I worked with the fleet, repairing cranes, locomotives, cars, ambulances, fire trucks, everything. After 20 years, then I came down with a disease. There are some very, very expensive drugs, and my copay on that is $0. All I have to do is pick up the phone and it's there.
So we'll definitely evaluate their past employment. As a registered nurse myself, I'll look through their medical records and I'll look to see maybe what medical conditions they have, and we'll be very upfront with them, honest about whether they do have a claim that could warrant benefits or not, and just kind of let them know what those next steps are, the timeline of how long it could take for them to get approved.
I do have 2 amazing women here. I can picture a life with both of them, but there's still a fear if that person is going to choose me.
Nothing is better sometimes.
When you get hurt on the job, you never know if you're going to get paid by Labor and Industries. Let Bothwell and Hamill fight on your behalf for your workers' comp. We can often increase your compensation. The sooner you call us, the better. If you were hurt at work, let us go to work to get you benefits.
Call 509-584-4411 for a free consultation. Bothwell and Hamill.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
Amazing. Breathtaking.
Just south of the Canadian border is an awesome trail with a waterfall you'll never forget.
Oh, it's beautiful. It's beyond words.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest. Apple Valley News Now at 6 Tuesday.
Next extra, the royal family facing 2 health crises.
It has been an incredibly tough couple of months.
Princess Kate's road ahead as the world reacts. We have new details about her battle. Next extra.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now. Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back on this Monday. A lot of you probably looking forward to the holiday weekend and spring break next week. So we just have one more week to get through. It was somewhat of a rainy and gloomy weekend across the Pacific Northwest. It certainly didn't rain all weekend long, but we did see some beneficial rain. Yakima, the Yakima Valley seeing the most, almost a half an inch there. Pendleton, 32/100ths of an inch. Hermiston, about 1/4 of an inch. Walla Walla, less than that, about 14/100ths, and a little bit less than 1/10 of an inch in the Tri-Cities. And we need any rain we can get. It has been a very dry March. If you didn't see the full moon late last night, well, you could see it right now because that moon is still full. It will appear full again tonight. The moon sets in about 45 minutes, 7:02, but it'll rise again at 8 o'clock this evening. And you can clearly see it out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam. It's starting to go behind those clouds there, but it'll pop out from time to time as it gets lower in the sky. And that sunrise at 6:49, so just before that moon sets, and the sun sets tonight, 7:17, getting later and later, and the amount of daylight continues to increase. It's cold out there this morning. We're in the 30s, 34 in Tri-Cities, 34 Connell, 34 Prosser, 30 degrees in Yakima. Now we have seen the clouds in Walla Walla, Hermiston, and Pendleton, but those clouds in the process of starting to shift eastward and clear out. So I think we will see those temperatures drop before the sun rises. Winds not too bad, anywhere between 5 and 10 miles per hour, a little bit stronger along the foothills of the Blues. And the wind could be breezy at times today. Satellite and radar showing those clouds starting to push east to Walla Walla. We also have that cloud deck just to the west of Yakima. That will be the cloud cover that will be advancing eastward throughout the day today. So today we'll see increasing clouds, slight chance for a stray shower as we have some upper level energy overhead, but we're not talking about a lot of activity. Most of you will end up staying dry. Tomorrow, dry, pleasant, other than maybe a shower or two along the foothills of the Blues, but we're watching that system offshore because that's going to increase our rain chances as we head into Wednesday. Look at all that green on the screen late in the day Wednesday, continuing into Thursday. So here's a little bit of a closer look, and this computer model doing a good job of painting where the clouds are right now. Starting off mostly sunny, clouds increasing throughout the day. Here we go, a couple blips of green on the map there. So stray shower possible, maybe a couple of sprinkles. Lower levels of the atmosphere are pretty dry. High temperatures in the 50s for many of us. We may hit 60 in Tri-Cities, but we're still in the 50s for most of the day. Tonight, can't rely on a couple of showers out there, especially along the foothills of the Blues. Otherwise, we are mostly cloudy with temperatures dropping back down into the mid to upper 30s. Another chilly start tomorrow. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll see a mix of sun and clouds. It will be a breezy day tomorrow with highs climbing a degree or two into the lower 60s. Tri-City 7-day forecast showing that Wednesday and Thursday, those will be the best chances for that widespread light rain. And then we dry it out and warm it up as we head into Easter weekend, 68 degrees on Easter Sunday. Yakima, slight chance for a shower today, 58, 59 on Tuesday. And then those rain chances increase. Temperatures go down on Wednesday, 51 degrees. Jessica? Thank you, Tiffany. And now to the extreme weather from coast to coast, from tornadoes to blizzard conditions. The first full week of spring is delivering a wide range of weather threats. Reporter Allison Kosick says all of this is resulting in power outages and major travel delays.
This morning, a spring weather wallop from coast to coast, with 16 states from California to Michigan on alert. In the Texas Panhandle, a tornado touching down, damaging the roof of this hospital in Perryton. All patients and staff have been accounted for. In Southern California, storms dumped quarter-size hail. And in the Midwest, blizzard conditions. More than a foot of snow is possible from Nebraska to Minnesota.
We have winter storm warnings and the pink blizzard warnings and winter weather advisories pretty much all across Minnesota.
And in January, I said the same thing. I said, you know, in March, we're going to have a big snowstorm or something, and here we are.
In the east, tens of thousands of power outages after nearly 3 feet of snow fell in parts of northern New England. And outside Philadelphia, a desperate search for 6-year-old Lenasia Brooker swept away in a rain-swollen creek. Officials say they've now transitioned to a recovery effort.
I haven't had sleep. I can't eat. Only thing I'm thinking about is finding her.
The same storm system that brought that tornado to the Texas Panhandle is now moving east through Arkansas, Louisiana, and into Mississippi later today. When we return on Good Morning Northwest, the city of College Place is breaking ground on a big renovation project at Lions Park. Well, you can expect to find out there once the project is complete and how much it'll end up costing for a nicer and more comfortable space. We'll be back with more details after this.
Right now, countless American women are facing medical conditions without even knowing. Silent threats. And that's why this morning, GMA with a vital breaking new health series for women. Watch this, only on Good Morning America.
Suffering from middleman mattress markup malaise?
You have no idea.
Then ditch the distributor and shop factory direct savings at Denver Mattress instead. And during the March mattress sale, everything is on sale, like the Summit Queen, now only $332.49. Or check out the Doctor's Choice Plush for only $759.99. Plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Say no to the middleman mattress markup malaise and shop Denver Mattress today, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's The Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's The Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's The Educated Cigar. At The Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new Mercedes-Benz GLC 300 for only $629 a month. From Mercedes-Benz of Tri-Cities.
Next PT, we're with the all-star cast of Guy Ritchie's new spy comedy. Plus, Hollywood's new rom-com king.
Try not to think about it too much.
Next PT.
Tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
This newscast sponsored by Mariano Morales Law.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. The city of College Place broke ground on a renovation project that will transform the city's largest park. The project costs over $5 million, but it'll have a lot of perks once everything is complete. The renovations will include a splash pad, new electrical work, as well as upgraded play equipment, something the mayor says was a top request from the community.
We invited citizens through a survey asking them what they think would be great attributes to our park. And many mentioned that they would like to see an inclusive playground where children with disabilities can play because they've struggled to play in our current systems.
The first phase of this project, including the playground upgrade, is expected to take about a year. Mayor Hernandez says Part 2 will be replacing one of the buildings with a 2-story community center. And now to an update on the transformation of an old fire station turning into the new Benton County Election Center. These images of the work are coming in from the Benton County government's Facebook page. Work got underway in January, and these images show the progress so far. The county says construction on the new election center will wrap up in the fall, just in time for the general election in November. Coming up on Good Morning Northwest, a fire investigation underway. Yakima fire officials are working to figure out how the blaze at McGuire Park started and destroyed hundreds of thousands of dollars in playground equipment. Also, the driver accused of killing a WSP trooper earlier this month is officially charged. Those details up next.
Find amazing deals store-wide during the extended wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row. Every sofa, dining table, and bed is on sale. Plus 5 years, no interest. But hurry, the extended wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
Superstar Martina McBride, the Demolition Derby, the PRCA Rodeo, all part of the 2024 Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days.
Let freedom ring.
Win tickets before they go on sale. Just click on contest at applevalleyNewsNow.com to enter Walla Walla Fair and Frontier Days.
Need a new furry pal? It's Operation Best Friend from Apple Valley News Now. Each Wednesday, we'll feature lovable pets from area shelters wanting forever homes. Operation Best Friend from Windermere Group 1 and Apple Valley News Now.
It's time to play Get to Know the Raptors and Alice. Favorite food?
Pizza, duh. Ribeye steak, rare.
A bowl of cantaloupe the size of a swimming pool.
Favorite triple play attraction?
2 words, arcade. The entire Raptor Reef Indoor Water Park.
Zipline. It's great for talking with guests.
Triple play has fun attractions for everyone, including bowling, ropes course, and many more. All attached to a cozy hotel.
Cantaloupe, really?
Steak, really?
Are you looking for a bank that has traditional values and modern solutions? Are you looking for a bank that is member-owned? Are you looking for a bank that leaves a lasting impact on the community? I've got news for you. You're not looking for a bank. Belong to something better. Join Hapo Community Credit Union, where you are more than just a member. Visit hapo.org to join today. Where do you credit union?
Prosser Memorial Health board-certified pediatricians Dr. Dennis Moore and Dr. Gary Podolsky care for newborns through age 18 and are now accepting new patients at our Grandview and Prosser Clinic locations. Their services include wellness exams, school and sports physicals, and treatment for common childhood illnesses. To schedule an appointment for your child, call a Prosser Memorial Health Clinic near you or learn more at prosserhealth.org. This is how we care.
Oh my gosh, wow. Who am I? Wow, is that really me?
Hi, I'm Jonathan Greenhut, the CEO of Plexiderm. All it takes is 10 minutes to reduce the appearance of under eye bags, wrinkles, and crow's feet. The instant results are from naturally based silicates found in shell clay. Once applied, your skin tightens and firms. Take action with our Plexiderm 10-minute challenge. Try it today for only $14.95, plus get free shipping. Visit plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Say no to middleman mattress markup malaise. And yes to factory direct savings at Denver Mattress. And during the March mattress sale, get the Summit for only $332.49, plus 5 years no interest and free shipping. Denver Mattress, the easiest way to get the right mattress.
ET and Extra, tonight at 7 on Apple Valley News Now.
Right now on Good Morning Northwest, Yakima fire officials working to find out what caused this blaze at a Yakima park and caused hundreds of thousands of dollars in damage.
An Alaska Airlines pilot.
And the Alaska Airlines flight out of
guilty
Portland that had its door plug blow out. The FBI says passengers may be victims of a crime. We've got the details on that next. And while those 70s make a comeback this week, meteorologist Tiffany Savona will let us know in that full forecast. Good Morning Northwest starts right now.
This is Apple Valley News Now. Good Morning Northwest on your side.
Good morning, and thank you for joining us for Good Morning Northwest. I'm Jessica Dalal. The time is 6:28 on Monday, March 25th. Happy Monday. Let's check in now on your forecast with meteorologist Tiffany Savona. Tiffany, it was gloomy this weekend. I'm hoping we get some warmer temperatures and some sunny weather. What are we seeing?
I'll give you some sunshine this morning, Jessica, but it's not necessarily going to be warm as we head into the afternoon. We get our warm up arriving by the upcoming weekend. If you haven't seen the worm moon, which is March's full moon, there it is, right there, just above the horizon as it continues to get lower and lower in the sky. It will set at 7:02 this morning, so you have about a half an hour to go. If you haven't seen it, take a peek outside. It's big, it's beautiful this morning. Sun will rise in about 20 minutes and the sun sets 7:17 this evening. It's 34 in Tri-Cities, 42 in Walla Walla, 34 Prosser, 44 in Hermiston, and 30 in Yakima. So a bit colder where we haven't seen many clouds overnight. So be sure to pack the heavy winter coat this morning. The kids may need the glove as they head off to catch the school bus with those temperatures in the 30s. Like I mentioned, we'll start off with the sunshine and see increasing clouds throughout the day. Temperatures will top out around 60, which is around average for this time of year. But we will see a nice warm up by the weekend. We'll have your full 7-day forecast and also talk your allergies coming up in a bit. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. In your headlines this morning, playground equipment at McGuire Park in Yakima has been destroyed after a fire Sunday morning. The fire was reported by several drivers on I-82 who could see the flames from the interstate. Firefighters and first responders got to the scene to see the entire play structure on fire on the north end of the playground. The fencing has also been damaged and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Washington State Patrol is investigating after bodies of 2 teens were found along I-5 in Seattle. Authorities say the 2 homicides are connected. The teens, both 16 years old, were found shot to death less than a quarter of a mile away from one another. One of the teens was found Thursday night after a motorist called in to say a body was found near the road. The other teen was found Friday morning, and authorities say the 2 teens knew each other but did not release any other information. The man accused in the death of a Washington State Patrol trooper earlier this month has been formally charged. 32-year-old Raul Benitez Santana of Linwood is charged with vehicular homicide and vehicular assault with reckless driving and DUI enhancements. Benitez Santana is accused of slamming into the back of WSP trooper Chris Gadd on I-5 on March 2nd. Investigators say Benitez Santana told them he admitted to doing drugs and drinking before the crash. He's also in the country illegally and is due back in court tomorrow. New this morning, the Pasco Police Department arrested a teen with an unusual disguise as they allegedly tried to steal a car last night. It happened in the 200 block of South 20th at CM Motors. The owners of the lot said surveillance video showed somebody breaking the windows of 2 Kia vehicles and trying to steal them. As officers got to the scene, they say they stopped the teen from driving off the lot in one of the cars, but the teen took off running into a nearby neighborhood. He was caught a short time later. His disguise, officers say the 15-year-old was wearing underwear over his head and face. He was taken to the juvenile detention center. In a follow-up, passengers who were aboard an Alaska Airlines flight when a door plug blew out in flight could be victims of a crime. And that's according to a letter the FBI sent to the passengers. The letter did not say why the passengers could be victims of a crime, but noted the FBI is investigating the case. The FBI later said it could not confirm or deny whether it's investigating, citing Department of Justice policy. On January 5th, 171 passengers and 6 crew members boarded the flight from Portland, Oregon, bound for California. And shortly after takeoff, a part of the fuselage called the door plug blew off, forcing an emergency landing. The NTSB is investigating to determine if Boeing employees removed critical bolts that hold the door plug in place, but did not reinstall the bolts. A new study by the University of Washington finds that being exposed to COVID-19 again and again changes how your immune system responds to later infections. This is a process called immune imprinting, where your body makes antibodies and memory cells that store vaccine and virus information from everything you've been exposed to. UW researchers found an exceptional situation of immune imprinting in response to the COVID pandemic. The imprinting gives your immune system a head start if you get COVID again or if you've had multiple vaccinations. According to David Wiesler, a biochemist at University of Washington's Medical School, it's exceptional because this is completely different from the flu virus, where the imprinting does not stick after exposure to a different flu virus. And this week, the lottery fever will continue as there was no jackpot winner for either Mega Millions or Powerball over the weekend. The two games now at a combined $1.9 billion. The Mega Millions on its own, set to be drawn tomorrow night, is at $1.1 billion. Powerball, the next drawing is tonight, and it swells to $800 million. The lump sum payout for Powerball is estimated at just under $400 million, while for Mega Millions, it's just at over $500 million. Here in the Pacific Northwest, you have to buy your tickets by 6:45 p.m. to be included in that day's drawing. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, students who are waiting on financial aid paperwork, you're going to have to wait a little longer. Details on what's behind the delay and why it's going to affect both students and the university systems. And we'll be right back with those business headlines coming up.
Sweet Creek Falls on Fly the Northwest, Tuesday at 6.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
The wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row has been extended, and that means every sofa, dining table, and bed is still on sale. Find sofas with clean contemporary styling to laid-back premium comfort, dining tables with rustic farmhouse charm, to sophisticated polished marble tops, beds with retro industrial style, and two-tone cottage charm. Save up to 50% on select Temper-Adapt mattresses, plus 5 years no-interest financing. The extended wall-to-wall sale at Furniture Row ends soon.
For 600 different cigars and 125 pipe tobaccos, it's the Educated Cigar. For every cigar rated 96 and higher by Cigar Aficionado, it's the Educated Cigar. For 200 accessories, including dozens of humidors and fine pipes, it's the Educated Cigar. At the Educated Cigar, you can enjoy your favorite adult beverage and food from the on-site bar and restaurant while smoking and viewing the big game. Family owned and operated since 1998, open 7 days a week.
There's no other word quite like home. Not house, not residence, not dwelling. Because it's more than any specific place. It could be in the team spirit that keeps your heart pounding the whole drive over the mountains. It could be in the friendships that make you do one more lap around the park. Or make you able to laugh at yourself. It's a feeling, a belonging. And that's really different for everyone. So while we can't define what home is to you, what we can do is help you get there.
Find your way home in a new 2024 Mazda CX-5 with 0% financing from McCurley Mazda.
Hit by a big truck in bad weather? There's a law that says truck drivers have a legal duty to use extreme caution when driving in hazardous conditions. Hit by a big truck? I'm attorney Mariana Morales, the big truck heavy hitter.
Call 853-2222.
Does your phone have the Apple Valley News Now app? With top local stories, first alert weather, and an easy way to enter our contests. Make Apple Valley News Now your go-to information app. Search and download on the App Store or Google Play.
As you know me in real life, I don't wear makeup, so the fact that I spend my life in drag.
Next Live, the legendary Carol Burnett.
Today at 9 on Apple Valley News Now.
Welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. In your business headlines, the FAA is planning to take a closer look at United Airlines. This comes after 11 safety-related incidents were reported over the past few weeks. This includes a plane sliding off a runway, a tire falling off during a plane's takeoff, and several hydraulic system issues on numerous planes. In a memo sent to United employees, airline officials said the FAA will be reviewing their facilities, also their manuals and work processes. The memo added that the overall goal is to, quote, ensure we are doing all we can to promote and drive safety compliance. In a statement, the FAA noted that its safety assurance system routinely monitors all aspects of an airline's operation to effectively manage safety. A calculation error on the free application for federal student aid, also known as FAFSA, could further delay some students' financial aid. The Department of Education says the errors impact several 100,000 financial aid forms, and this could delay students' ability to choose which college they can afford to attend. It's just the latest complication to the FAFSA process this year. The long-awaited release of the updated financial aid form has been marked with delays and glitches. Typically, colleges send financial aid award letters to students in March and request a decision by May 1st on whether they plan to enroll in fall. Many colleges, but not all, have already delayed this timeline due to the ongoing issues with FAFSA. The State Department of Commerce is sending more than $200,000 to Walla Walla to help create more space to care for very young children. The grant will be used to help renovate the Center for Children and Families so that they can add options for families with babies younger than 2. The Walla Walla Public Schools Director of Early Learning says there's a big need for more options in that very young age group. So this grant will help with the remodeling project to open up more space, but it's going to take some time.
We can't just all of a sudden take out adult-sized furniture and then put in really small furniture and say we're good to go, right? We have to ensure the safety and well-being of those we serve, and so there's specific requirements therein. So a lot of the renovation and remodeling will be a result of those licensing requirements.
The grant will allow for remodeling more than 1,300 square feet of space at the Center for Children and Families, opening up 20 new slots for children younger than 2. Up next on Good Morning Northwest, the Halfwell Center and local students are teaming up. What they're doing to make a difference in the lives of Tri-Cities families. Riley Fitzgerald with that report next. And looking outside, temperature is 34 degrees. It's getting a little brighter and lighter out there. Meteorologist Tiffany Savona will let you know more details in that first alertful forecast. That is up next.
There's never been a better time to switch to Spectrum. Spectrum Internet offers speed and reliability, while advanced Wi-Fi gives you best-in-class security for all your connected devices. And Spectrum Mobile delivers unlimited talk, text, and data with nationwide 5G included. Switch now and get Spectrum Internet for $49.99, plus advanced Wi-Fi and one Spectrum Mobile Unlimited line free for 12 months. Start saving today. Visit Spectrum.com, a Spectrum store, or scan to call now.
Good news. For years, Washington Realtors embraced some of the most consumer-friendly practices in the nation, putting fairness and transparency at the heart of the home buying process, providing clients with the duties of their real estate broker in the transaction, along with a written agreement explaining the cost of brokerage services, and receiving and signing this agreement up front. Now, these principles are not just industry standard, they're state law. Transparency in real estate, brought to you by Washington Realtors. Is your broker a realtor?
It all starts with a Chevy truck. Chevy Silverado with the Turbo Max engine and best-in-class standard torque. And Chevy Silverado HD with up to 14 available camera views. Do more in a Chevy truck. Get yours now.
Get $5,000 total value on Silverado LTZ and High Country models when you trade in an eligible vehicle. Or during Chevy truck season, get as low as 0.9% financing in all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups.
See your community Chevy dealers.
Get a great deal on a great-looking lawn and a really comfortable ride. Introducing Kubota Z200 Series mowers with a new K-Ride comfort system. Designed to optimize your ride so you have everything you need to glide your way to a perfectly manicured lawn. Right now, get a Kubota Z200 mower for 0 down, 0% APR for 48 months.
Find a Kubota dealer near you at gokubota.com.
Time for a new roof? Let M&M Roofing replace it with a product so good you'll never have to replace it again. Our roofs come with the limited lifetime warranty. Never replace your roof again. With the rain and wind comes roof damage. Don't wait till it's an emergency. Call today to receive 0% financing on approved credit. So if it's time for a new roof or siding, let Eminent Roofing replace it with our certified installers.
Because when it's all said and done, this is the sign you'll want in your yard.
Hello, Shelby.
Hello, Mariano.
Upload Mrs. Robinson's case.
Processing.
Is there any new information?
The record shows no driver at fault. However, we found footage which shows the other driver caused the wreck.
Nice job. What's the insurance company's offer?
You know it's too low. Should I ask them for more?
Thanks, Shelby. But you know when they hear from the heavy hitter, they'll pay much more.
The heavy hitter is the one for you. Call 853-2222.
Injured in a car wreck? Call the heavy hitter, Attorney Mariano Morales.
Operation Best Friend on Good Morning Northwest, sponsored by Windermere Group 1.
From Apple Valley News Now, First Alert Weather with Tiffany Savona.
Good morning and welcome back to Good Morning Northwest. Hopefully your Monday is off to a great start. If not, well, you should be able to see the full worm moon, which is March's full moon, as it is big and bright out there. As it gets lower in the sky, it's exactly full right now. It became full at midnight. The moon will set at 7:02, so you only have a few more minutes to view it, but the moon will rise again tonight at 8 o'clock, and it will still be full, so you could check it out then as well. As we take a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland, we are looking at the worm moon there. It's getting lower and lower in the sky. It's being filtered by a little bit of cloud cover there as it sets in the western sky this morning. The official sunrise at 6:49 this morning, official sunset at 7:17. It is on the cold side with temperatures down into the 30s out there in many spots. We have 34 in Tri-Cities, 34 in Connell. Look at Moses Lake dropping to 29. 34 in Toppenish, 34 in Prosser, 30 in Yakima. Not quite as cold with lower 40s from Hermiston back into Pendleton and into Walla Walla. That's because we've had clouds over the past couple of hours, but those clouds are actually in the process of clearing out. Here's the weather pattern. Today, we still have a large dip in the jet stream. We have a slight chance for a shower as those clouds increase with that upper level disturbance overhead, but there's not going to be a lot of action out there. Tomorrow, dry and pleasant as we watch our next storm system get a little bit closer to the coast. And here it comes on Wednesday as our rain chances will be increasing throughout the day. Let's give you a closer look. There are those clouds along the east slopes of the Cascades. They will be advancing eastward throughout the morning and afternoon, so the mid and high level clouds increasing today. Can't rule out a stray shower, but notice there's not a lot of green on the map there as high temperatures climb into the upper 50s to around 60 degrees, which is close to average for this time of year. 60 in Tri-Cities, 58 in Hermiston, 54 Walla Walla, and 58 in Prosser and Yakima. Tonight, we'll keep that slight chance for a couple of showers in the forecast. Any rain that falls will be very light as we stay mostly cloudy with temperatures dropping into the 40s by early tomorrow morning. Upper 30s to near 40, I should say, out there as we start off your Tuesday. We've been talking about allergies lately because of the warm weather last week, the trees starting to bloom, and if your allergies have been bothering you, it's because the tree pollen is on the high side, medium to high side. Today, expected to go up a little bit more tomorrow because of the wind, and then we may see those pollen levels drop a little bit Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday as our rain chances start to go up. But we need a good soaking rain for the air to be cleared out of the pollen. Tri-City showing that we just have a slight chance for a spotty shower this afternoon. Otherwise, we're dry, 62 tomorrow, and then better chances arrive late Wednesday into the day on Thursday, and then it's smooth sailing after that. Looking great for the holiday weekend. 58 in Yakima today, slight chance for a shower. 59 tomorrow with a mix of sun and clouds, and then Wednesday afternoon is looking rainy, and that rain continues into Wednesday night and Thursday. Walla Walla, a couple of showers possible today, tomorrow, and then the best chance for rain will be Wednesday into Thursday. And then look, the weekend, not bad, finally in the 60s by Easter Sunday. 58 in Hermiston Monday, or today I should say, 60 tomorrow. And then we have scattered showers looking more likely late Wednesday into Thursday. And we're warming up for Easter weekend. The weather looking great for all of those egg hunts for the little kiddos. We'll be chilly in the mornings this weekend, but warming up into the 60s Saturday and Sunday afternoon. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany. And local students in the Tri-Cities are making a difference for survivors of domestic violence. Students involved with the YES program through Hapo Community Credit Union picked a community service initiative this year. Riley Fitzgerald joins us live in studio this morning. Good morning, Riley. You talked to one of those YES program students. What's their project and how can the community get involved?
Good morning, Jessica. Yes, this year the YES program students are working to help provide a clean slate for domestic violence survivors. I talked with the financial education coordinator with Hapo and one of the students who participates in the YES program. YES stands for Youth Empowerment Squad. It involves mentorship, volunteering, and philanthropic opportunities.
So the idea is to empower our young students with the recognition of the impact that they're capable of within their community.
It's been around for 3 years, but this is the first year the YES program has taken on its own community service initiative. The team of 9 high school students chose to support the domestic violence services of Benton and Franklin counties. Hanford High School senior and YES participant AJ Moss explained how the group decided on the initiative.
So we all met together and we brainstormed what project we wanted to do. It's completely student-led, so we could have done anything for our project, but we decided to help out and do a drive for the shelter because we wanted to give back to the community in like a material, tangible way.
They're collecting cleaning supplies like sponges, laundry detergent, dish soap, disinfectant wipes, and more. The Youth Empowerment Squad put together its own marketing for the cleaning drive with videos and flyers as well.
With the drive, the cleaning supply drive that they're doing, they're really rallying the community to get involved, to recognize that same need. And there's something different when a kid comes to you and says, hey, this is a need, can you help me meet it, than just seeing it and glazing past it.
Currently, it's called Clean Slate for Survivors. We're working with the domestic violence shelter here in Benton County to collect cleaning supplies for the victims of domestic violence who are finding new homes, and really they just needed cleaning supplies to help clean these new homes.
To support these students' efforts, you can find donation bins at any Hapo in the Tri-Cities. This cleaning drive lasts through the 29th of March. In studio, I'm Riley Fitzgerald. Jessica, I'll send it back to you.
Thank you, Ryan. The morning sprint and a final check on your forecast, but first, here's a look at what's ahead on Good Morning America.
Trend in travel. So what exactly is sleep tourism?
And it refers to an increased interest among guests and travelers to have a good night's sleep, purposefully booking a trip in order to be restored and return home refreshed.
And the statistics behind it are eye-opening.
1 in 3 adults report struggling to either fall asleep or maintain sleep.
Hotels taking it to the next level beyond a chocolate on the pillow, creating environments that are best for rest, quiet, temperature controlled, and comfortable.
I just wanted to close the door and get some sleep.
Well, I was exhausted.
These 2 sleep tourists are trying out accommodations in Florida and California. So will their sojourns be worth the slumber? It's all coming up at 7 a.m. With your GMA First Look, I'm Ariel Reshef, ABC News, New York.
COPD isn't pretty. I'm out of breath and often out of the picture. But this is my story. And with Once Daily Trelegy, it can still be beautiful. Because with 3 medicines and 1 inhaler, Trelegy keeps my airways open for a full 24 hours and prevents future flare-ups. Trelegy also improves lung function, so I can breathe more freely all day and night.
Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur.
Ask your doctor about Once Daily Trelegy for COPD, because breathing should be beautiful all day and night.
Now, the morning sprint.
Time right now is 6:52. We'll get to your first alert forecast in just a moment, but we begin with a look at this morning's top stories. In your headlines this morning, playground equipment at McGuire Park in Yakima has been destroyed after a fire Sunday morning. The fire was reported by several drivers on I-82 who could see the flames from the interstate. Firefighters and first responders got to the scene to see the entire play structure on fire on the north end of the playground. The fencing has also been damaged and the cause of the fire is under investigation. Washington State Patrol is investigating after bodies of 2 teens were found along I-5 in Seattle. Authorities say the 2 homicides are connected. The teens, both 16 years old, were found shot to death less than a quarter of a mile away from each other. One of the teens was found Thursday night after a motorist called in to say a body was found near the road. The other teen was found Friday morning, and authorities say the 2 teens knew each other but did not release any other information. The man accused in the death of a Washington State Patrol trooper earlier this month has been formally charged. 32-year-old Raul Benitez Santana of Linwood is charged with vehicular homicide and vehicular assault with reckless driving and DUI enhancements. Benitez Santana is accused of slamming into the back of WSP trooper Chris Gadd on I-5 on March 2nd. He's due back in court tomorrow. The Walla Walla County Sheriff's Office is asking for help in a child rape investigation. The Sheriff's Office says this man, Michael Hubbard, is already facing charges of rape of a child in the 2nd degree and 3rd degree, as well as child molestation in the 2nd and 3rd degree. Now they're asking families with children who might have been around Hubbard to reach out. The Grant County Sheriff's Office is clearing up a rumor that has been circulating on social media in the disappearance of a Pasco woman. 31-year-old Irene Fleming disappeared February 25th from a home near George. The Pasco native was last seen walking in the 4900 block of Road U Southwest. The Sheriff's Office says Fleming's former boyfriend was arrested, but it was an unrelated case, and they want to make it clear the 2 cases are not related. The West Richland Police Department says its kennels for taking in runaway or stray dogs are now full. The police department has 5 dog kennels available for animal control. Animal control says it needs to have kennel space for priority cases like dogs who may pose a danger to the community. The agency is stressing to pet owners to keep dogs contained and attach a tag to your dog's collar that has the owner's phone number on it. And new this morning, the Pasco Police Department arrested a teen who they say tried to disguise his face by wearing underwear on his head. This happened in the 200 block of South 20th at CM Motors. The owners of the lot said surveillance video showed somebody breaking the windows of 2 Kia vehicles and tried to steal them. As officers got to the scene, they say they stopped the teen from driving off the lot in one of the cars, but the teen took off running into a nearby neighborhood. He was caught a short time later. The city of Prosser has named its new top cop. Interim Chief John Marcus has been officially named police chief. So Marcus has been working as interim chief after Jay King resigned last month. Marcus has been with the Prosser Police Department for nearly 26 years and has worked in several specialties.
Good morning. We're taking a live look out of our Legends Casino Hotel Skycam in Richland, and we're just a couple minutes away from the official sunrise. And it's hard to see the worm moon now that the moon has kind of slipped behind the clouds there. So in some locations, you may still be able to see that full moon, but in Richland, it's unfortunately not possible anymore. So the moon will rise again tonight at 8 o'clock. We'll just have to contend with more clouds then. Temperatures this morning into the 30s and 40s, 34 in Tri-Cities, 34 in Prosser, 30 degrees in Yakima, and 30 now in Dayton with 42 in Walla Walla. The clouds will be increasing from west to east during the day today, filtering out that sunshine. And we may see a stray shower, but notice that there's not a lot of green on the map. So I think many of us will be staying dry today. High temperatures upper 50s to near 60 degrees. Now tomorrow we're looking a little bit better, 62. Our next chance for rain arrives Wednesday into Thursday, and that's a good chance for widespread rain. And then we dry it out as we head into the upcoming weekend. Easter Sunday looking beautiful, 68, mostly sunny. Yakima 58 today, slight chance for a shower, close to 60 tomorrow. And then those rain chances increasing Wednesday, Thursday. Jessica?
Thank you, Tiffany, and thank you for waking up with us and watching Good Morning Northwest. GMA is next. Your local news is back tonight at 5, and you can always find the latest updates on our website, applevalley.newsnow.com. Have a marvelous Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.